Hi, Paula Judith here with another Marketing Romance open discussion. So I have been looking around and thinking about things, and I know that, everybody wants to market their books, and it seems like BookBub ads for, a featured thing is very expensive, and trying to get into there is not always easy. And Amazon ads and Facebook ads seem to get more expensive and have less reach than it used to. So I started looking around, and of course I love Dave Chesson over at Kindlepreneur because he does a lot of the research for us. And I remembered something I came across a while back and decided, okay, I'm going to look at that a little bit more. And in fact, I have something here that I'm going to put into the Zoom chat so everybody can see it as soon as I get here. Okay. I don't have, I forgot to upload this, so I can't actually put it in the chat. So what I'm going to do is share my screen so that you can see it. So you should be able to see this. This is a Kindlepreneur with Dave Chesson. He has a YouTube video, and I put the link right down here, https it's the kindlepreneur.com/book-marketing. And in this video, he talks about some free promotion sites and the best way to run a free promotion on a free promotion site. So that will be very helpful if you take a look at that video. We still have people joining us, so I'm going to repeat myself. Dave Chesson at Kindlepreneur has a YouTube video. I put the link right down here, kindlepreneur.com/book-marketing. It's a short YouTube video that discusses free promotion sites. And free promotion sites are nice because you can put a lot of stuff on there without having to, break the bank. However, he says in order to profit from a free promotion site, that there are some very specific processes that you want to use. And he talks about that. He explains how to do it. This particular screenshot that you see is some non-free, meaning you do have to pay for these, but these are his favorite promotion sites. And I have put out a promotion on Awesome Gang, the BookBub, not the featured site, but the BookBub ad, and on the Fussy Librarian. So I have those up, and next month I will give you reports on how well they did. The Fussy Librarian, I won't be able to report that until March because that ad isn't running until the third week of February. But I put $10 into Awesome Gang, I put $18 into BookBub, and no, maybe it was $10 into BookBub and $18 into the Fussy Librarian. And Awesome Gang, I think that's a 2-day promotion. BookBub, I think, is a 1-week promotion, and the Fussy Librarian is a 1-day promotion. So although these sites are not free, you can tailor them the way you want. And I would suggest you can go on to these sites and see what they have. You don't have to actually place an ad if you don't want to, but you can see what kind of information they want. Basically, they want a synopsis of the book. Some of them want to have a short bio of the author. They'll want a book cover, that type of thing. One of them, I think the Fussy Librarian, wanted the Amazon ASIN number. But the free promotion sites that Dave Chesson talks about, as I said, he also goes into what is the process that you should use, because he says if you use a free promotion site and don't have a particular process in place, you might get a lot of downloads of your book, but no reviews and no sales. And what he wants you to do is get reviews and sales. So that is my brilliant or not so brilliant suggestion for marketing today. And I'd be happy to have this opened up for discussion from anyone. If you have used them, we would like to know. If you have not used them, are you kind of excited about doing that? So anyway, go ahead and take a look at that video. I found it very helpful. And then I think it's with that video down below is where you can download that PDF that I had up. And I'm not sure whether or not, I can't remember off the top of my head if he lists some of the free promotion sites on there. They might be just on his kindlepreneur.com channel somewhere. So that is such an informative website. He has podcasts and YouTube videos, and he does all kinds of research for authors. So if you are not familiar with it, wow, you should be. Do you pronounce your name Jelia or
Jayla?
Jayla? Okay. And did you see that link? Were you the one asking for the link, or was it Gloria asking for the link?
I was just saying I came late, so I didn't know if you were going to have slides or replay available. So
no, this is just an open discussion. So unless somebody specifically wants to share something that they have a slide with, we pretty much talk about different marketing techniques that we have used, what our experience has been, what has worked for us, what doesn't work for us. So and what I was saying earlier is that earlier this week, I placed an ad on BookBub. You can put inexpensive ads on BookBubs. They're featured ads, which are harder to get because they vet those very closely. But they do have ads that you can buy at the bottom of their newsletters, and you can buy those for any day that you want. They usually, when you click on their calendar, they will say if they have any spots available for that. And the BookBub ad I placed, I think only cost $10. And it was specifically to their email list for historical romance. So it's not like it just goes out to a bunch of people that you don't want to target. Their emails are very targeted. So
and
I will. Pardon me?
No, I was just going to say, did you see? I've never done a BookBub ad. I have used a lot. I have seen this video from Dave before, and I have the the PDF with all the sites, and along with a couple of other people list some sites also. Never tried BookBub. Did you find any success? Did you think it helped?
Okay, earlier I had said that I had just placed the ad, and it isn't running yet. I think it runs next week. So next month I will report on that, on how that did. And I have to say, I did not put my book for free. I put it, it's usually $4.99 the ebook, and I put it down to $1.99. So I don't know if that's the best strategy. Of course, what he says is list your book for free for your promotion period. And then after the promotion period, put it back to regular price, and that's, where you should be getting some sales. So I didn't do it the way he said. So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of like testing it a little bit, and we'll see how that goes. But that's the whole idea of this event, is for us to say what has worked for us, what hasn't worked for us, and any great new ideas that people have. A lot of times on here, we talk about author swaps and that type of thing, but I thought, well, let's try and expand that out a little bit and see what we come up with.
And the book that you listed, is it part of a series? Because I find like that's when I make the money, like the read through. Is it part of a series?
This is the first book of a series that I'm in the process. So right now I only have book 1 and book 2 out. There are 2 more books that will be coming out, and I'm not making the progress I should be making on those.
Same.
Yeah, because I'll just kind of mention this right now. Next month in February, I'm hosting a virtual summit. Registration is free. It is Writing Romance Mastery Summit, and is specifically for romance authors, although other authors would benefit from it. And we have a lot of experts from the field coming. Dave Chesson is not one of them. His speaking engagements for this time of year weren't conducive to an interview, but we have like Brian Burney of Book Ads, and Kim Grabus of Your Writer Platform, Alexa Bigwarf of Write right, publish,
Mhm.
sell, and a few like that. We have Lee Michaels, who teaches some writing classes. So we have a broad combination of craft and public self-publishing and promotion. So there's over 25 interviews that we'll be doing, and registration's free. We haven't opened registration for that. It won't open until February 11th. But since you brought up kind of like different things, I thought I'd just put a plug out for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I haven't been making the progress on my book, because I've been building this out, interviewing people and building out the site. And oh my gosh, this is the first time I've done a summit, and I have to say it is horrendous, but it's something that I'm hoping to do, not hoping to do, plan to do twice a year, because I know that there is so much information out there, and it's hard sometimes to sift through what is valid today versus what's been up there for a long time. Or even part of the struggle I had early on was even knowing where to get information. So I'm hoping that that will be great value to a lot of people.
I just wanted to say, as far as I do use paid promo lists, if anybody is not using them, I find the success is when it's consistent. And I had a consistent schedule where I map out the month, and I have I wish I could screenshot it. I was going to show you. I really recommend this. I have a Google sheet where I list what I'm going to promo in, the date it runs, the amount I paid, and how did the sales go. And
and you can screen share if you have that up on your desktop. You can hit the screen share button, and you can share that screen with us if you choose to.
Yeah. Can you see it?
It is, yes, we can.
So what I do, this is what I do. So I track, I think it's important to track. So I track the books that I listed, and I even put the ASIN down here so that way when I'm going to fill out the form, it's easier. I already have the ASIN. And then I put, what's the name of the group, the website, so I can come back to it, how much it costs. And you see, I found some that were $0. And then I put, did I think it was great? Like, so this one had it was a new release promo. I made $60 that I attribute to that. And there was some sort of special, and the like you can see this one, I said no, never again. It was for pre-orders. I only have one new pre-order, so that didn't mean nothing for $38.
Oh yeah.
So I find that tracking it really, really helps. And then I can also put, so you can see, I had the 4th, the 6th, the 8th, the 15th, the 3rd. So I kind of spread them out through the month, try and give them a few days so I can really better track it. I found this guy on, two that I use from Fiverr that I think are really good. And then I track how much have I spent this month in total. And that was just my thing. I really liked Crave. This was through Fiverr, and this guy, Joel Books, also through Fiverr. And they put it on a website. It's one that's through Fiverr, and all they do is they submit to other ones. But for the price, what I found is that all the ones they submitted to are like, then I got all this spam from all the people they submitted to. Join our promo list. They actually promoted it, but I didn't really see it, so never again. So there are a few good ones on Fiverr. If you follow, what's his name? Not Dave, the other guy, the bald guy, Dale
Roberts.
Yes.
Roberts.
Yes. And he has something where he shows you the people he tried with Fiverr and who helped and who didn't. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very, very useful information. I thank you for sharing that. And I agree with you 100%. It's important to track what you've done and what the results were and how you do it. I saw you had some for 99 cents and some for free. And that's one thing I have to admit, I did not follow Dave Chesson's guidelines. So who knows what'll happen? We'll find out, and that's okay.
Yeah, I don't recommend the free unless it's leading to you into a series.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you get 10,000 downloads of your free book and then they have nowhere really else to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. And I usually do not use KDP Select, but on the Fussy Librarian, they specifically said that they wanted a promo price. So I put my book into KDP Select for 90 days. And we'll see what happens for that, because at least with KDP Select, even though for people who don't subscribe to that, they can still buy the book for a reduced price, $1.99. But people who are in KDP Select, then of course, they get their page reads. So we'll see how that works out. I've been in KDP Select before, but I didn't promote myself. And so, it didn't seem worth it to me being exclusive with them. But, especially now that I'm working on the third book in the series, it's time for me to start putting in place some thought to marketing before that comes out. So I might end up putting that series in, the whole series in KDP Select, but right now it's only just the one book. So is anybody else in KDP Select?
I am.
You are. Is that for all of your books or just some of them?
All of them. I have enough books in my backlist that I pulled 3 that I'm going to use exclusively for these type of promote. I have 3 big series. So I pulled 1 from each series that I think is representative, and I'm going to use it exclusively for swaps and giveaways and reader magnets.
Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing is reader magnets. We haven't talked about that. Does anybody else use reader magnets to build their email list? Because, you do, you can promote some stuff, and because I have not used these promotion sites before, I'm under the impression I don't get email downloads unless they click on my book. Then I may get a subscriber onto my list. But I don't recall that I had to put in a landing page URL on anything. So I don't think that I get any emails from any of these. And that's what I have tried to concentrate on in the past, is building my email list by using reader magnets. But right now, my reader magnets are in the process of being revamped. So I don't know. So do you promote any of your reader magnets instead of your books, so that you can at least get some of those emails?
That was my question, though. Like with your BookBub ad, if you were able to link it to a landing page so that you could get the emails.
Yeah, I didn't try to do that, and I don't recall off the top of my head with the input form. I did 3 in one day. I subscribed to the ads all in one day, even though they run at different times. And so I don't remember what ones were being asked here or there. I do know that one of those sites, and I don't remember which site, was very specific. They would not take an affiliate link. So even though I have the Amazon affiliate, Amazon Associate, which is their affiliate program, I couldn't use the affiliate link for my book. It had to go directly to the sales page. So that might depend a little bit. Now, on the other hand, you can have a perma-free lead magnet on Amazon and promote that, because it's going to the sales page. in whatever, I don't remember. I think that might have been the BookBub, but I don't recall specifically. But if they're asking for a landing page and you have a perma-free lead magnet on Amazon, you can use that that buy URL. I mean, the Amazon URL, even though it's free, it's called a buy URL. And then it goes to the lead magnet. They download the lead magnet, and for me, inside my lead magnet, they have the newsletter sign up. Whether or not they use it is hard to say. So it doesn't go to a landing page where they have to give their email address, but inside my lead magnet and inside my novels and everything, right after the title page or right before chapter 1, and then right at the end, in both of those places, I have a link to the sign up, my email sign up.
So if they sign up for your email, do you have a reader magnet then that they go to?
Yes. If they sign up for the way my autoresponder is set up is that I usually only use one book as a lead magnet, but for each of my series, because I have a contemporary series and then the historical series, for each of those I have 2 lead magnets, and my lead magnets are a little bit about, for my historicals, the lead magnet is a little bit about is a short story of my heroes' parents and how they met, and then my heroines' parents and how they met. And so what I do is I use one of them as the lead magnet, and then in my autoresponder, I think it's on day 2 or 3, they get the other lead magnet.
Right. Okay.
That's how I have that set up.
The other thing with BookBub, can you advertise Vella novels, Kindle Vella, or not?
One of the 3 sites that I used did have a thing for Vella, and I don't recall which one it was. I used Awesome Gang, BookBub, and the Fussy Librarian were the 3 that I used. So you can go to those and see which ones have Vella, because I don't recall, but one of them did have a way that you could advertise for your Vella.
Yeah, I know Fussy Librarian does. I just don't know. I didn't know if BookBub or what's the other one you said? Awesome Gang?
Awesome Gang. And,
okay.
you know, the sheet that I had up there didn't have any of the links. I just went and put in, you know, Awesome Gang and see what Google gives me.
Okay.
So anybody else have anything that they would like to talk about when it comes to marketing? And it doesn't have to be about promotion sites. It can be about anything.
Well, I'll just chime in here because I'm seeming to look like a lurker. This is Gina.
Gina.
I don't have anything published yet to be marketing. So I'm just kind of trying to soak in anything that my psyche can hold on to for when I get to that point. So that's kind of why I'm here. I have really nothing to offer, just millions of questions that I'm not ready to act on yet. So
okay, well, thank you so much for coming. I think it's exciting that you haven't published yet and are trying to figure out a few things, because that's very important. Don't make the mistake I made. I wrote my first book, was so excited about it, got it put up there, and I waited for something to happen, and then nothing happened. And that's, I think, what happens more often than not. You do need to have a marketing plan in place before your launch, whether you do a pre-launch or not. Especially with a pre-launch, if you decide to do that, you need to do some marketing before that. And in addition to using promotion sites, free or paid, there are podcasts that are looking to interview people. So you might start checking out some author podcasts, especially if they focus on whatever type of romance you write. And, you know, you can do that before you have launched, you know, start getting onto some podcasts. And although there are a few that will charge, most podcasts are free for you to participate in, because they want to have good content for their subscribers. And introducing yourself as, you know, a new author, what your author process, what your writing process is, when you expect to have a launch, etc., is going to be invaluable to building your author platform.
That's a great counsel. Thank you. I hadn't really thought about that as an avenue, as being brand new. It's quite daunting, and I've been working on my website so I can start, getting prepared. So I have ways to be promoting when I am ready to do that, and kind of getting
Right.
a schedule down for all that. Because that's everything I'm reading is don't wait till you're done to market. Start marketing now. And it's so overwhelming. It's like a social media and a website, newsletter, and I don't have a book done to promote yet. So what do I promote? And so
Yeah, well,
that's kind of where I'm
okay.
at.
In the Writing Romance Mastery Summit, I did an interview with Sophia Abes, and she's down in Australia, I believe. And I interviewed her because a few months ago, she did a spotlight on romance for us, where she talked about using book funnels for promotion. And that was excellent. So you might go back and check that one out. And if you need a link for that, I can send it to you. Just PM me in the Facebook page. But one of the things that she had said, because I know I waited 10 years before I started an author newsletter, because it was like, well, what do I say? You can only talk about your book so many times. And she said, author newsletter, there's 2 words, author life. They want to know about your life. And I have to say, recently, I'm a widow, and I was married for 45 years. So it was like, okay, what do I do now that, it's been 4 years, I'm ready to step out into the world again. So I went on to a online dating site, and, it's like, oh my.
It's brave. It's brave.
Oh, I have to say, dating has changed. Anyway, so I started putting in my newsletter about my dating experiences. I had more interaction than I have in years, with people saying, oh yes, please keep telling us about this. I'm living vicariously through you, and stuff like that. So, start building your email list now, especially if you're getting onto podcasts. Make sure that you have an email list created. And even if once a week or twice a month you send out an email, update the people who subscribe and saying, this is what I'm doing. This is how long until my book comes out. Here are some other books that I really loved that you might want to read. And, you can have an amazing first debut novel launch by preparing in advance.
Thank you. That's very helpful to hear all that.
Yeah.
So what kind of advertising would you say not to do, be against? Like, have you done the Facebook ads? Have you done the
I haven't done Facebook ads for my books, but I did do some Facebook ads a few years ago for some affiliate marketing, and I found them very expensive and limited return. But as I said, that might be comparing apples to oranges. One thing I have to say is everything I have heard recently is that Facebook has eliminated a lot of their targeting. And so it's harder to target for similar authors. It's harder to target for particular interests, and harder to target for particular behaviors. Brian Burney of Book Ads, I have an interview with him in the summit in February, and he talks specifically about BookBub ads and Amazon ads, and he admits that he should be doing Facebook ads, but he actually farms that out to somebody else. And he talks about when which avenues to use for new launches versus which avenues to use for existing books that already have some reviews out there. So that would be, I think he's going to be the very, very first interview, which would be on February, is the 3rd Monday of February. What is that? The 20th, I think it is. And that would be very informative for you, I think.
and are you going to put the information on this page, on the Facebook page?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll be promoting that. Right now I'm promoting a writing workshop that I'm putting on next week. It's a 3-part workshop. And as soon as that's over, then the first part of February, I'm going to be starting to promote on the summit. As I said, registration for the summit is free. It doesn't open up until February 11th, but I will have a way to get onto an email list for updates on that and a reminder to register on February 11th. So yeah,
Great.
you'll
Because I'll
find it.
forget.
Yeah, and if you're on my author email list, you will also get emails. And if you're not, you can get on that list. And if you get on my list, you also get a free 6-month subscription to my membership site.
Okay.
Okay. So, and you can just PM me in the Facebook page and I will send you the link to do that. So
Great. Thank you.
all right, so I guess we're about ready to wrap up. Anything else that anybody would like to contribute? We have a few more minutes scheduled.
I guess all I would say is if that you come across some good advertising for Vela, I would appreciate it. Like if you could talk about that in the future, if that's
Okay.
a possibility, just because it's a new program, it's not very well developed, I don't think, in Amazon's organization.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I second that. I think that would be useful as well.
Okay, well, I will try and make that a focus for next month's Marketing Romance. And I have talked to some authors who use it and have found it very profitable for them. In fact, we did a spotlight on romance early last year, probably about a year ago. And I will try and find that and then put that link on Facebook too. I can't remember who it was, but I can find out that talked about using Vela. And it has been wonderful for her. And I don't know that she advertises or not, but I will try and find out what I can about advertising promotion sites for Vela specifically. And maybe we
Great.
can talk about that next week or next
I'd
month.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. All righty. Okay. Anybody else have any comments or anything they'd like to share?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming. And tomorrow I'll have the link to this Marketing Romance up on Facebook. I just have other things planned today, so I won't have time to do it today. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Paula, for your time.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.